Hi, welcome to Ottawa English. I'm Angela. And today we're looking at templates and why it's not always a good idea to use them. You want to think very, very carefully about any templates you might use for your essays or your speaking. So we're going to take a look at this essay, which is writing task 2 for Celpip, where you're told that the city administration is considering whether to approve the building of a factory. Since it wants to know how residents feel, it has sent out a survey to get input on whether people would support or oppose the factory. Write a response explaining your position. So, option A, do you support the factory? Or option B, do you oppose the factory? So this is an essay that I've prepared. For a while now, the local community has been debating the pros and cons of building a factory in the vicinity. But while there may be some advantages in terms of employment, I tend to feel that the resulting pollution would negatively impact the local residents' health and contribute unnecessarily to global warming. In terms of the health concerns, factories release a lot of waste into both the water we drink and the air we breathe. Recent research has linked pollution to an increase in cases of diseases like cancer and asthma. Children are particularly vulnerable to high levels of toxins because of their small body mass. And since our community is full of families with young children, I feel that building a factory would be a very bad idea. Secondly, factories require enormous amounts of land, which, in turn, requires the cutting down of trees. Doing this would create an imbalance in our currently eco-friendly environment. Reports abound about the relationship between deforestation, global warming, and environmental catastrophes. All things considered, I feel that constructing a factory would have a negative impact on our community's health, and hope that this survey's results indicate a clear preference for a nice little park that is in keeping with the eco-friendly environment we currently live in. So when we look at this essay, we can see that there's quite a few nice little structures. We have a correlating conjunction, we have a couple of possessives, we've got 4 nice gerunds and several participles. We've got lots of subordinating conjunctions, and we've got a parallel and a couple of references. So what happens when we decide to use a template for our introduction? We get rid of a lot of our colour, and now our introduction says both options have advantages and disadvantages. Some people might prefer option A, however, my preference would be option B. The reasons for my preference are mentioned below. So the introduction is not doing what an introduction needs to do, because an introduction needs to identify your topic and your main ideas of how you're going to develop your argument. And this template doesn't do that. So straight away, we're losing some points. If we use a template, or if we use this template for the conclusion, we say, conspicuously based on the reasons outlined, I feel option B is a better choice than option A. Well, first of all, conspicuously cannot be used in that way. So that's a bad word for a conclusion. And the point of the conclusion is to reiterate your main ideas. And this doesn't reiterate the main ideas. So you need to be very, very careful with your templates. We've wasted 27 words in the introduction, and we've wasted another 17 words in our conclusion. And we've cut out a lot of the structures that would have given us points. So with this wasted 50 words out of the 150 to 200 words that you have for writing your essay, we've really lost a lot of space. So if you are thinking about using a template, be very careful, because if it's not a good template, it can waste your words, it can challenge your formatting because it prevents you from using your introduction to identify your topic and your main ideas, and it prevents you from using a conclusion where the whole purpose of the conclusion is to reiterate your main ideas. Templates are also very easy for examiners to recognize because the way you write in the template is different from the way you write in your paragraphs. And so all in all, that can prevent you from achieving a high score. So be very, very careful if you decide to use a template. If you're about to take your test, best of luck. But if you need a little bit of help, do give me a call or text me at 613-614-6460. I can help you with a little bit of test preparation. I provide tutoring, writing correction and speaking correction. And for all the pricing and more information, either contact me or go to my website at www.ottawa-english.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye now.